Okay, you guys ready to jump in and unpack this thing? Because I'm certainly not. I'm not even sure how much of a fool it doesn't matter this is gonna be, but I'm gonna just run with it. Um, it's not gonna be all of Trip's story, because Trip's story is very bad, for reasons I'll get into. We're here at the end of Act Knuckles, because I wanted to revisit the mural real quick. And I wanted to start off talking about, actually before this game, Trio of Trouble, the animation that came out. So, what we have with this mural now, this is also my No Emeralds file. This is where Knuckles finds the emeralds, if you have no emeralds. But you have that central dark orb in the center. Radiating from that are the different emerald powers. That's also the reason that Knuckles was doing this, because he had just found them if you didn't get any of them. The difference between that dark orb in that little mural area and the actual animation is that one's like decorated as if it's like a Fabergé egg, and it's just the one. It's like the one we see on the Speed Jungle Zone map in the animation. I'm gonna go through this stage because I want to try the boss skip. I need to disrespect this level. Now, what that basically animation shows is how Trip got into this mess in the first place. It's before Sonic and Tails caught wind and anything like that. Eggman came with Knack in tow, and they met Trip, who then would guide them through what looked like similar architecture to Golden Capital here, but it was in ruins and grown over as if it were Speed Jungle, which would explain the difference in the two murals. It was a much bigger room too in that she led them to. The rest of that mural, after you have the avatar powers, each of those powers is associated with one of the giant animals too. Funny enough, it includes 7 different ones with Pocky and Ricky, the bunny and the squirrel. Those are both in the mural, but they're not in this game at all. Also, I realized what this does. If you have 4 characters and you go all the way down to the bottom, that's what that is. Makes kind of sense. You could do a skip with Trip on this. You don't activate the ceiling and go across it. Knuckles doesn't have that SPO ability. The animation also goes to show that, like, Trip cares about the animals and the plant life that they encounter that Eggman and Knack would otherwise completely disregard. Knack also has this dream. I'm calling him Knack instead of Fang, but you know what? You know who I mean. He also has this dream on their way, where he encounters Sonic, Tails, and Amy, the Sonic Squad, as we can call them, since they're not the boys in this case. Knuckles is there too. It gives us a great, evil Amy reaction image. He gets his everything rocked in that, but it helps him in a little battle he has to do. When they get to this area, it actually has a door leading to it that they don't enter from. But Eggman is looking at this mural, he is sketching down what he can get from it, and they get attacked by a snake. By the way, all of the animals are surrounded by a giant snake that is almost Ouroboros? Okay. I gotta take an intentional death here. The rings will ever stop. So that's the mural. Dark orb, avatar powers, emerald powers, giant animals, and then the snakes. That's the significance of it. And while Knack is busy fighting, this, fighting this, snake, Eggman is getting... Oh, heck yeah, we're on our way. Eggman's getting a... He draws the image of the dragon from the very start. I can dip into that just to show you later. I think we just go up now. There's the pipe. What I want to see. I saw this done twice, and I'm just like, yeah, I have to try this. Let me position this. Oh, interesting. There we go, boss skipped. The worst boss in the game skipped. Get out of here. Oh, nice, okay. At the end of that cutscene, despite not having the Chaos Emerald still, see, no emeralds in the corner, the emeralds still go back to Sonic after Trip uses them. So that's what Trip started off doing before she felt bad for the snake. Eggman got the I'll show you the dragon picture again since we're switching between files. And then they started collecting the animals. Clearly those were also significant due to the mural, but I guess I understand now that this was Knack's assignment going forward. It was to figure out what the dragon was. Anyway, we don't need to keep watching all this. Now, what about Sonic and Tails? Why are they even coming? I'm actually able to generate a headcanon of that based on the imagery we see in Speed Jungle, as well as especially in Golden Country. The problem is, this headcanon is based primarily off of fan games, but it can help with future games. And that is that, mainly Tails, but also Sonic's, I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna go through first base Act 1 actually while I'm talking about this, because I gotta do some gameplay. Now, Sonic and Tails have been researching. This is why I say primarily Tails. The histories and like relations that other areas that they find could have with previous areas that Eggman has gone to find relics and stuff and whatnot. This is probably an easy choice for them to do when you consider... I want to go down here. I want to take the bottom route because I want to show you something. Considering the relation between South Island and Emerald Hill and West Side Island, and also with those two somewhat, Angel Island a little bit. I don't trust this orb or not, as far as I can throw it. It threw itself! Alright! So we have snake imagery in Triple Trouble 16-bit, and also sorta 8-bit with the robot you fight in Meta Jungrila Act 2. But that's entirely a snake temple in 3D Black and Triple 16-bit, which is what we're putting in our timeline. It's fine. And then in Raspberry River Act 2, you have the same golden sun faces that we see in Golden Country here. Which, by the way, I like scoured the cutting room floor for Sonic games. I can't find a single thing involving that imagery through in any prototype. I have no clue. It is Sonic and the Fallen Star, which came out July 2022, and then Superstars, which was announced almost a year later. But hey, it works in this cause. Having those two familiarities at hand, which is definitely how that is said in language. How did we miss that part? Okay. So this is what we missed initially. It's actually like the story happening. Egg Fortress is rising from this base. There's a part that if you find, which was supposed to be on the bottom route, you get to actually see Tails entering the area where he doesn't act Tails. I wanted to show that because it's cute. And if you are not Trip here, Trip will actually be right here, next to this Yeti, being like, guys, come on. And then you will fight Pterodactyl. This boss is awful. You know what, I'll do it while I'm still rambling. What was I rambling about? Right, so they have these two imageries, and it leads them to find Eggman is now over here on North Star Island. Notably having a similar word as Starfall Island, not to be confused with the Starfall Islands. Another weird coincidence between between fan games and official games, because again, Fallen Star came out. What was it? A few months before Frontiers. But that's okay. We don't have a name for the Triple Trouble Island. Now, what significance does the Master Emerald have? Is a question to be had. Because, I don't know. We see later in the series that sometimes the Master Emerald just shows stuff, it reacts, and that's why Knuckles knows to go do something. See, if you're not Tails, you get this little scene where Tails shows you that he fixed things up. Trip gets the Flame Mobile from Sonic 3, which is always good. Might as well show you it now, since I'm not going to show you it in Trip's story, because Trip's story is bad. Should I start talking about that? Not yet. We're going to do a little Fantasy Zone. Also, I realized that the difference in the vehicles between Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy is which Eggmobile Eggman was using in their release game. So that's probably actually one of the reasons they gave Eggman the Sonic 1 Eggmobile in this, so that it would be like, oh hey, Sonic's also using it. As far as I know, that's the only reason. On Sonic 2's, Tails' Sonic 2's, I didn't actually recognize it because it looks so much like Opa Opa. And then Knuckles gets Sonic 3, Amy gets Sonic CDs. And I don't know, Trip gets something special because her release game is Sonic 1's Eggmobile. We've sort of like converged what I was talking about with the prequel, because like after we know why Sonic, Tails, and the Master Emerald are saying to come here, it is just what we did last time. And here we are at the end of what we did last time, because I want to show you something still, without having to do it on a less fun version. This is such a boss. It takes focus. Suspiciously, hey look, it's the blue and the purple. That, excuse me? Put that in your pocket, because I'll need something to ramble about once I am actually going to have to do, Trip's Story Act 2. Egg Fortress Act 2 on Trip's Story. I will have to do that today. Keep in mind the blue and purple orbs in the sky, though. That's the damage boost strat that I didn't do last time. I am gonna go into Egg Fortress to show what I was talking about just now. So, Trip gets 2 visitors with malicious intent. She guides them. They get a plan. A bunch of other characters come over. They encounter her while she's trying to do traps, but they're nice to her. She decides, hey, I want to be with them. Look, you can see in the background, there's the Sonic 2 one that I came in. It looks like Opa Opa, a regular Eggmobile, the Sonic 3 one, and the Sonic CD one, I genuinely did not recognize it initially. Just go to another character, and it'll just switch to it right here. Like, I recognize this one immediately. This one, however, well, maybe it's because it's sort of like a open-air motorcycle normally, and Tails had to modify them so that they're space-ready. And eventually Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and Trip, they all kick Eggman out. And you get slightly different animations on top of the central one. You see Tails activate the, he activates the Eggmobile that's still remaining. The 4 different ones he tries to test, he tests his, it's not functional. He tests Sonic's, which is the Eggmobile, normal, and that works. They get the regular one where they come out exploding, all 5 of them are in the ship. They drop Knuckles off at home. He looks at the Master Emerald in pride that he did a good job. Amy gets doted on from the giant animals and the regular animals, much like this, much like with Trip hanging out here before she sees Egg Tech returning to her island after all of this stuff is supposed to be over. And then for Sonic's, it's a pretty basic, it's Sonic and Trip. They shake hands, and it's like, hey, we're friends now. Sonic gives Amy a high five, a thumbs up, and she's just delighted by that. She's got powers, she can break through walls. So Trip's story, hey, look at that kid there. We've got egg robos. While this is related to how Knuckles' story goes in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, that's not how it happened in the official version. It was just in the bosses, which is the same here. All of the bosses are now egg robos. This is another suspicious addition of things from a fan work, because if you wanted egg robos to be hunting Knuckles down throughout, you need to play the DA Garden version, which acted a lot like a hard mode for the series. Of course I got caught in that. Trip's story here, like, while you can get to it without emeralds, it does sorta want you to have emeralds immediately, so that you can, I don't know, turn into a dragon, turn into My Little Pony dragon, breathe fire, say goodbye to the egg robos, they don't matter. And you know what the fun part about this is? I can do some fun stuff with Trip that I'll show off a bit. But, like, The thing that kind of bugs me is that it sort of made sense. I got robbed right there. The way that everything could have just been there again in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But everything in this is similarly rebuilt, and like you see there's like holes in this bridge from the last time we fought the mid-boss. That's as far as the attention to detail goes for showing that this takes place after the original story. I'm not even gonna bother, like, fighting any of the Egg Robos. I want to show the map a bit. We got a crashed Eggmobile here, and I need to actually go to my other file again. We're doing a lot of file switching here. What I meant by this is gonna be slapdash. No, honey, you gotta, when I press the button, you gotta. My story of my freaking life with Sonic Superstars, when I press the button, you gotta. It's great when the button does do. Yeah, we had that Eggmobile. We've got this orb. This orb's still here. We don't know its relevance yet in Trip's story, but I'm sure it will be relevant in the last story. Show a weird thing. I'm gonna show you some true disrespect that you can do with this game right now. See that best time? 1:30? My time before was like 6 to 8 minutes. We're gonna show this. We're gonna show up this level right now. Because walls are a suggestion, and bullet is broken, actually. Oh, as long as I don't miss time too much. Alright. So we skipped like a good chunk of the stage just now. I fucked it up. And now we just need to get some rings. I actually wanted to do Speed Jungle Zone. I kind of goofed that. Oh, I remember what I wanted to do there. I should have done. There we go. Right, remember, bullet is broken. No! You pizza. I'm doing this on Trip's story, so it is harder, so I guess I should have expected that. Ah, oh. I need super. How much have we been doing so far? We're a half an hour in, good. We are killing time. What I wanted to see. We got a little better. The delay I have to experience. I cannot believe the lasers in this game, honestly. It's weird. I want to know how much involvement Eggman actually has with this, that he sent an Egg Robo. The story is lacking in clarity for me, currently. Even knowing who's really pulling the strings. It's Fang. But why is it Fang? I don't understand why it's Fang. Like, is Eggman still paying him to figure out the mystery? I don't know. You avoid them like this. Then shot at. I can't fucking believe it. Why? Why are they spiked? Why are they stuck there spiked? I hate Trip's story so much. I'm disrespecting the stage, and it's still getting me. No, you have to go in, honey. I cannot believe this. I did this twice in a row, no issue, and now this is happening. I got this my first try. On Trip's story. Literally. There's something I want to show you specifically that happens with the graphics as well. So like there's a handful of reasons I want to do this right now, and it's screw me over at the literal last minute. Don't. Sonic Superstars for the PC, Switch, and PlayStation something. What? Its spikes weren't out! What the fuck is going on? I hate this. I hate this, but I want to disrespect this version specifically, understand? Because they add 9 hits to this boss. That's the big thing about Trip's story is, like, there are stupid amounts of obstacles all over the place. This isn't working now for some reason. I'm pressing start and it's double jumping. Come on. Just let me do it. You're supposed to go up. You interact with this slope and I can't... Why isn't it fucking working? It's so stupid. I haven't even done showing you stuff in Trip's story yet. But, like, on top of just being a ton of stupidly placed obstacles, because they expect you to, even though you have a very, very limited amount of rings, just super your way through everything. I still have 0 rings somehow. Should have hit that. Okay. See, like, it's that simple. Like, I don't even know how that happened. So that capsule's empty. That capsule had our BattleBot buddy in it. Specifically, if you go back to that after you've formed it, that's where it is. Clip through the top. You don't want to do this. That's the power of Trip. The Trip, clip, skip. And often it involves a zip. The Trip, clip, zip, skip. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is the problem with Trip's story though, like... Bluckle's jump scare! So, it does this weird thing. And when I saw that at first, I thought, like, that was genuine. That's what that was supposed to be. It defaults you to Bluckles. It doesn't matter that I have a Knuckles, Metal Knuckles. Hey, it's our friend, the octopus that we got from Girls' Night. And there's our snake friend. No, for some reason it just wants your robot to be blue, as if they expect you to have made Metal Sonic, maybe? Where are we going? You go to the Yeti. But if you get to Cyber Station here, it will... There's our Yeti friend. It'll instead show the, It'll show your regular one that you built. So, like, I got really, like, swerved on here. So, anyway. Speed Jungle Act 2. Trip has to go through all of the character acts as well. They're all remixed similarly to be stupid. But the main point of this one remains intact. Which is Fang. Fang is here. This isn't just laziness. He is here by design. He is the one that is still doing damage to this island and attempting to find something. Because he needs to find the dragon, I guess. That's actually where I'm going with this. With how I think is going to happen with the last story. So now, this is your main antagonist. This and a bunch of egg robos. The egg robos are a weird factor. Because, like, before realizing Fang was into it, I'm like, okay, so, like, did Eggman go... This was an accident with, Angel Island, but it's a good idea here to continue and try and get the Master Emerald, because, like, I don't know, that was mainly Mecha Sonic going rogue in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But this, there's also the factor is, did, like, Fang be like, hey, I'm still gonna do this? The issue that comes with this, for me, everything's just rebuilt. And you go to cyberspace, even though, like, I don't know why we're still on the Egg Neck. You go to Egg Fortress, it's back. Maybe the time magic, let's call it, time science that was used is at play here. But everything repeats. And there's no, like, there was a bit of this that I understand, like, this is a limitation to the way the level's designed. In the same way that it was in Sonic and Knuckles. Like, did Angel Island really catch on fire again? Did Flying Battery actually still exist? Which probably not, because Knuckles had no originality to his level design. But, like, I guess it's more, even then, like, the levels were still, like, altered to a way that felt like it was a story thing. The levels are just so hardwired to how they work in this, I guess, is the thing, so it sort of feels a little lazy that it's just remade hard mode versions of everything. We put a bunch of egg robos around, which, like, if it were just the egg robos, that's cool, I would have been down with that. But we have the issue with every Sonic game that arises that as soon as the difficulty ramps up a little too high, the jank becomes a permanent resident, and you can't escape it. Alright, we're gonna see a lot more of these insta-kill lasers soon. We don't trip over trip. Knack doesn't trip over trip. Just not knick-knack the paddywhack. Whatever that means. Do I want to show you my, BattleBot buddy? Because, honestly, like, I still want to disrespect this game a little more. Even though I like cyberspace pretty good. But I can mess around with it to show you. Yeah, let's do it. 7 minutes? Most of that's the boss. I'll tell you that. I guess the Egg Net existing in the first place is, like, this is ambitious. But I think, like, the plot to, like, the Mecha Core has been lost at this point. Because it's all about, like, Knack's doing his thing to find the dragon. He just happens to also have access to, like, to, Eggman's big flying base that we destroyed already. Excuse me, everybody. I have to go through this wall. Super Trip just says, no thank you. All this stuff. Ooh, little secret tunnel. Get these, and we're good. I have to get up here. So that we can do that. Nope, you came down too low. Okay. No, stop coming down. There we go. Tippy toes. We need the tippy toes so we can zip. And we just bust through walls. It's great. Okay. We want to start going down. I went too far down. I'm in danger. I'm in genuine danger. But it's okay. I at least did that before the squid section. So get off the ground, honey. Come on. I'm gonna get this, just in case. Get off the ground, honey! So, like, the way to get into the... You can just go left, and she'll, like, decide, actually, I'm going... There we don't zip into that. Yeah. I'm gonna run out of rings now. Alright, well, you know, it was worth a shot. At least we're not in Trip Story, because there's like a lot of stupid obstacle placement that can actually one-hit kill you in this. But you zip way faster than this, which is why I was trying to do that. Actually, this is better because we're going to collect a bunch of rings that I can use to my advantage. Did I do the right story? I didn't do the right stories. This is Knuckles. I'm sorry. I wasted everybody's time. I'll do a BattleBot thing afterwards. Anyway, we're like 40 minutes in, and we have to spend the next hour and a half fighting the final boss of Trip's story, so that we can hopefully unlock the last story. So we aren't gonna do this. Maybe I'll try a few a few. Gosh, I cannot talk today. A few skips. But yeah, we just have the egg robo that does this time. You have to go through the same events. Like, what I like about Knuckles' story... Oh, I messed up. Is that there is no death egg. That has been dealt with. And this is like... Good lord. That was disrespect. It's like, it just feels like everything's still happening. I don't know why. That's a lot faster than I thought it was. Now let me go down here. I want the rings down here. That's a little thing that Trip can do. I wonder if Knuckles can do it too. I haven't tested. I don't think anyone has tested because nobody really plays Knuckles. Are you fucking kidding me? This game makes me so frustrated sometimes. I think those scribbles were drawn by Fang, actually. Part of the reason I say that, there's a new one here of the dragon. I forgot there's actually this here. This forces you to do the dragon. Well, so I can sorta maybe just go up. Cool. Oops, rain again. I can't do that in there. Let me in. Oh, hey. Okay. Okay. Fine, I get it. We're zipping. Might be too dangerous to do this here. Talking about dangerous. Yeah, okay. It's easier to do it that way. You have to be... Oh, buddy. Okay. Whatever. I'm not that invested. I'm actually on the wrong route because I did it too early, because it made me do it too early. Can you stop? I understand why she needs to, This game wants you to be able to be super, because it's like, hey, I know this is going to be trouble if you don't. And it's true. I found the kill plane! Okay. That's the problem. You have to be super careful because there's a kill plane, like, all over the top if you miss it. And I think just, like, generally the speed runway to go about it is don't bother until a certain point. That makes it more dangerous. Chaos control. I want them. I understand. I just want it though. Can you stop? Look at that. I already almost have the rings back. And I'm also back to where I was supposed to be. Dangerous. I'll try that again. Maybe I'll just, like, go through the level normal? This is interesting. But I'm so scared to come out because there's so much fire. I'll lose all my rings. Wild. Also, I haven't... You know what I forgot to start talking about? Which I think... Yeah, okay, so these are both not the planet. I thought that was the planet through a lens and that was the moon, but no. That's a second orbital object that they are shoving in our face. And here's the thing, like, I've been through the logistics of there being two moons. Even when there are two moons, it doesn't explain what happened in Sonic Adventure. Because in Riders Zero Gravity, both the moons were whole. It doesn't matter. It doesn't work that way. The only thing I could possibly think they are saying by putting that there is, hey look, the body of the end has been in orbit this entire time, and you just never noticed. Which is a really weird thing to go about, especially when you consider... This is a classic Sonic game. There have been 2 instances of the moon being visible in any classic Sonic game. One is Sonic 3 multiplayer, Chrome Gadget Zone. There's a little moon, a little crescent moon up in the top. The other is Sonic Mania Titanic Monarch Act 2, or Act 1? Act 1. Which is a copy and paste of the exact same moon from Chrome Gadget. Those are the only times we see a moon. Why is it not suggesting chaos control? If it's gonna do that to me. Rude. Probably because it wanted me to do that. I do not want chaos control here. It's taking so long. Also, hey, look, I can get a speed boost. I didn't do that at all last time, because I did not know. Oh, this is terrifying. See? That's why it's terrifying. Even when you, like, do it right, it decides, I'm gonna still hurt you. The hurt box is here. Hit you. Don't. I'm playing 3D Blast, that's what I was saying, getcha in. Okay, we're near the end now. It only took us slightly slower than originally. I did a lot of goofing. Yeah, no, like, if y'all don't know what happens to the moon in Sonic Adventure 2, because you are watching these chronologically somehow. Thank you. Don't worry about it, but, like, if there's a means of fixing that, like, Izuka still has the room to, like, finally do Adventure 3 like he has been desiring, and just use that as an explanation for how the moon got restored between Adventure 2 and Heroes. There wouldn't be any shadow, but, like, that's, like, the best bet to do that. It would also make sense in terms of... Why is this going so fast? I have an idea. That's way faster than it normally goes. And no, my idea isn't chaos control, even though we're talking about Adventure 2. Like, the only thing that could be is the end's body. And this means nothing to you, again, if you're doing chronological. Somehow. And you haven't watched the Frontiers. I don't know if I like that, though. Especially because it's just sort of shoehorned in at the end. Like that? The end. It would explain one graphical choice they did. The other is the moon, and the stuff happens to the moon. And now we have Fang here. We have Fangnak, who is strapped on whatever the heck this is to his marvelous queen. We get original music, which, weirdly enough, motifs the regular music in Speed Jungle Act Sonic, or in Trip's case Act 2, which is the one that he interrupts with his own theme. Insta-kill lasers? No thanks. I haven't beaten this yet. I got to like 7 hits on the second phase, and it's still very difficult for me to beat this phase. This is a little ridiculous. Especially when stuff like that happens. I could have recovered from that if I was holding down the jump button, but I thought I was dead. Alright, let's get the deaths out of the way early, though. Fang is a mystery to me. Like, he's putting in a lot of effort to get Trip, and I don't know if it's because she is the dragon. I don't know what his actual orders are and what his personal investment is on this. Is he still being paid more? Is this what Eggman spent all of his money on? That he had to, like, promise the Chaotix that money that he didn't have? I'm going that way. I die. Those don't have to be insta-kill lasers. But during the fight against him in Golden Country, the same type of machine, same type of laser tech, does these yellow, not insta-kill lasers. I understand, like, having one of them do it. Okay, that's a luckier cycle. Better. That's the problem, though. You need so much luck for this battle. That's not a good battle design if you need luck. Like, even with this part, like, you just have to be ready to do something. We're not even at the hard version of this part. He's angry. Like, this makes me miss the whatever the the Egg Fortress robot, I guess we'll call it, a lot. It makes me miss it a lot. I got behind him! Oh my god, please. I never get behind him there. That means I can use my ability later. I'll start using abilities. Make it easy on me. Of course, that means a lot more waiting. We're getting a weird aura around now after we've done that hit. That's genuinely the most useful of these Chaos Control abilities, is the bullet. Get me behind you. Okay. 6 hits. Like the only non-mid boss that has 6 hits in this entire thing. Look at our timer. Our timer went down to 42 minutes. So that took us 4 minutes just to do that part. And now it's his mech. I really is a fan of machines. Like, I never really, like, thought about it, but he's ready for this. Naturally, giant corks is what he shoots at you, which seems silly, but guess what? Because they're corks, they're one-hit KOs because they just knock you off. Nice, that was very, very lucky. I do like to get trapped by the target in this because then it happens faster. So I can get out of it fast enough. Like, I have all of this I could say about it as if, like, oh yeah, I'm a veteran fighter of this boss. I still haven't beaten it. What sounds like a smoke detector? Zoe said something like this before too, and I'm like, is it the ding? Which, that? What smoke detectors, like modern-ass smoke detectors do you guys have that sound like that? Fuck me. Alright, like, it's funny to see once. I've never heard a smoke detector low battery chirp like that. I mean, maybe mine are all too old. But it's not like a ching, it's more like a... I don't even know if that came over my mic. Maybe I'm just not hearing the right part of it. Sounds do be having layers. Another 3 minutes of my life, at minimum, gone to waste here. feel like there's 9 hits for this. Oh, shoot. Shoot! I messed up. I didn't go far enough. I'm lucky I was on a slip there. Oh, I think the green aura means that we've hit. Don't... What the hell was that? How are you supposed to... I haven't seen that attack before. How are you supposed to be prepared for that? Oh my god. When they said, you're gonna need 24 hours to finish Sonic Frontiers fully, 8 of those hours are spent retrying this boss, specifically. It just takes so long. Literally, like, it's been 20 minutes, at least, since I've started. Gotcha. Since I've started attempts against this guy, specifically. How much have I talked about, like, the aesthetic of Trip so far, actually? I should probably do that, right? Maybe now's not the time, because I might want to fast forward this part. But it's interesting that she has a lot of connection to the aesthetics that they give Espio and Vector, because they are all reptiles. She's got the spinniness in her spin dash. This is pure Vector, but functionality, like her ability to hit walls and scale them, and even ceilings, that's a lot like Espio's chameleon style, just with a little more offensive ability, because she is in her spiked up, curled up form, rather than just trying to hit with a horn. She doesn't have much of a horn compared to a chameleon. Got small horns. Fine. You can do it, Fang. I believe in you. Oh no, okay. So it's not... We haven't run out of time yet, and we've already got the green aura. I don't know what that's about. Okay. I mean, I feel like I'm getting a little more consistent at that, but it's only because I'm using that bullet at the end. Alright, so that was, what, like 6 hits in? He decided I'm going to slam jam and then headbutt? I think. I'm gonna actually count this time. It's just the battle was taking so long. Yeah, the music's not bad, it's just... I've been hearing it for a while. I'm too close again! I need to stop doing that, I need to keep going. You need to keep going. I need to be doing this. Oh, gosh. So now I've missed 2 hits, which means I have to be stressed about the cork gun twice. For no reason. Oh, just go forward. Hey, that turned out in my favor. I bounced. I lost count because I missed so many times. Oh. Nope, not there. That would have been awful if I hit the other one. I think that was only 3 hits. Wait, let me... Okay, 3 of them, actually. I actually got 3 of them there. I'm assuming it's 9 hits, though. Oh, that was 5. Okay. He still wants to shoot me. You wanna do the thing? Or... yeah. Let me hit him again. Okay. That's what, 7 hits? Do the thing again? Nope, he's doing this thing. Disgrace. Hit! Okay, don't hit, I guess. The amount of which you can actually control. Why did that happen? I guess that was what's supposed to happen. I was just preemptive about it last time. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh. Really? Was that it? Is that the final? No swerves? I'm expecting a swerve. No swerves. Oh, his Marvelous Queen's not looking too hot. That. There was a distinct outline of his fang there. Again? We explode again? And, oh, well that's a bit of a cop-out if you ask me. that this is how you get trips that this is very similar to Amy's. But why are Sonic and Tails here? Maybe it's a Knuckles Chaotix type situation, right? They get the beat that, hey, Egg Tech is still happening. Maybe they just have like a radar for Egg Tech now? And then by the time they got there, Trip has already handled it. Which is how it went with Knuckles Chaotix, if you'll recall. You might not recall because I don't have a video on any decent video for that right now. Alright, so that should be last story. Let's just jump in. Let's Supersonic and Dragons and whatever. Yeah? But why? Metal Trip. Interesting. I do want to go to the shop right now, actually. I want to see what Metal Trip looks like. It looks like Metal Trip. I have so many coins. How'd that happen? I don't want to make Metal Trip. I've got the funds. Like literally exactly the funds. Step aside, Knuckles. Oh yeah. This is... I don't want to do that with this file. So Mamie is... Did I even show you? I made Mamie by accident in my initial file. And the problem is that she has an orange dress, which you sort of get there with the skirt for Amy, but not with the body if you use yellow. Now I can put orange on that and actually make her. So, new products at the shop. Polka Dot. I just came from the shop. Okay, you better tell me what this orb is, and who this dragon is, and what's going on. I need more story than just a dragon showed up. Why did a dragon show up? It kinda looks like a Trip. Okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and do this, because if you dash, like in Sonic Mania, you run out of rings. It seems we're gonna hit that. No, just like let me run out of rings real quick. I was just testing. We don't need to dash at all. Unless, like, everything depends on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Are they, like, not actually coming for me? Blue! I have a feeling I need to do this. Hey, Knuckles! Yeah. Yeah, I had a feeling that was helpful. Hi! Can I boop you? Oh. I can boop you. Only once. It's an interesting battle so far. Do I have, like, a limited arena that I'm working with? Or is it a scroller? That's a phase change. No, it just canceled this time. It didn't the first time for some reason. Oh, I don't like that. I'm running low on rings. I'm running low on rings. I guess I just have to let the rings actually get me. That... I agree. I'm running out of rings faster than I can collect them is the problem. Knuckles, please. Knuckles. My boy. Thanks. Alright. That's fine. Could be worse, it's just hitting me. So I don't need to waste my rings by dashing. I just have to keep moving. Trying to like really get them. Can we not? Where's Knuckles? Where's Knuckles? Oh. Oh, but I can't dash, I was too low on rings. Ugh. That was way too far into the battle for me to lose. This is a battle of attrition. More so than any actual, like, challenge. There we are. Guess always be collecting rings. This music is not very loud either, so I can't tell how good it is. Yeah, Knuckles! Okay. I thought I had them cheesed, too. They got me last time. Not that weird angle. Hills! Oh boy. Okay, we're maintaining a good 50 rings though. Unlike last time. Guess is good because we kind of need them for this. Oh, just okay. Okay, because no, you're kidding. You're joking. You've made me waste a dash on that. That was my boy. Unbelievably disrespectful. This game's idea of hard is disrespectful. I don't appreciate that. Where are the other blues? Am I missing all the blue? Please. What did I say about this just being a battle of attrition? Not even a battle of nutrition. Is that Big Flicky? Big Flicky! Amy and... Wait, okay, so Trip is also on Big Flicky, but this isn't Trip. Good. Okay. I've got sort of rings to spare, but I just want to make sure this hit gets in. So maybe Trip's story was a distraction. This is what Eggman was doing. Finishing the job. Knuckles. Wait, Knuckles' games. Thank you. Knuckles' games. Going that way? Gotcha. You thought I was going that way. Don't you yell at Tails like that. Oh goodness. Hit the double. Why did I dash there? Oh, the redundancy. Sometimes you gotta dash to get rings, but you know, you use more rings than you collect. Okay. I mean, at least they don't, like, hurt, you know? Boy. It's my boy. I can't tell if this song is good. It's kind of in the background and quiet. I'm also still not sold on the battle on a story way, because, like, why happening? Phase 2, right? You're not gonna put me through only 4 minutes of a battle and not give me a phase 2, right? I want that chain of rings. Five minutes of battle, I'm sorry. What is going on here? Should I be hitting this? Oh. Until I am explicitly given a reason to, I'm not gonna bother. That's probably a one-hit KO. Dragon shouts, am I right? Okay. I'll take that over the orb. Very Bowser of you, but I'll take it. My friends. My friends were giving me rings, and then you decided. Tails. Okay. Fine. As long as it doesn't do damage. This might do damage. It might not be like a one-hit KO, but it might do damage. That's the supersonic difference. Give me those rings. Sails, yeah, buddy. I do wonder if, like, hitting these hands with your dash will do some kind of damage. I'm not willing to risk it. Maintaining my rings is a little more important at the moment. Dragon Jump. Knuckles! Best time, Knuckles. Hello. Getting really Bowser in here. But at least this is way more dodgeable. I'm in my trail. Where are you going? Back. I could use Amy and Trip. They really hooked me up with rings. Like, you gotta high-five Knuckles or Tails to get that bonus. But Amy and Trip are just like, we got you these 10 ring boxes galore. Ah! That was close. Oh, okay. Rings. Hello? Things. I'm even. Okay. 9 minutes. No rings. This might be the worst supersonic battle ever, and not because, like, the actual battle mechanics are bad. Just in the context of it being a supersonic battle. Also, you know what I was thinking? How funny this is that this is a genuine dragon. I've been calling other things dragons in like, this series. Like, I call Perfect Chaos a dragon. We have Ifrit. We have just the random dragon that shows up in Runners. Just a side story. Like, not an actual dragon that shows up, but like, it is a dragon's treasure that they find. Here we are, this is... If you exclude Ifrit, which is kind of a weird instance in the first place, this is just like a genuine this dimension dragon. No caveat to it. And I still don't know why. And any other characters become dragon. That's just what all reptile animal people can do? I mean, Vector can breathe fire. Trip's extra ability is breathing fire. So she doesn't have to be super for that. Okay, I'm good on rings so far. expect these fireballs to hurt. Put on rings so far, but I don't know how much longer this is going to take. I am somehow only 6 minutes in this time. I guess it really... I don't think the cycles have even been consistent. So it really... Wait! You're... Really? Why did that hurt? I don't care why. I'm glad it did. Okay. The thing I was scared to try turned out to be true. I'm so glad it follows you. For these fire, it's so much faster than the black holes. Rings. Where am I being sent that these rings are not getting me? Good. I like to see fast cycles like that. At least when it comes to ones that I know how to actually hit you without it being an accident. Bubbles. What? Am I supposed to hit it? I feel like I'm supposed to. Hey. I'll take that. I have rings. Can I have rings? No? Are we done on rings? It's all ring. Oh, but that's the final hit, is it? Defeat the true boss. Thank you, Steam that is not overlaid. For the confirmation. But I still don't understand where this boss came from. Okay. You know, I understand, like, it's a thing, right? A lot of these Sonic stories leave things up to interpretation. But it's usually intuitive. You can intuit why something happened. I'm left with so many loose threads by that boss. And the lack of the actual orb being involved in the game itself. I don't know what I can tell you that would be correct. If, like, Nax succeeded, if Eggman did that in the background, if this was just bound to happen, and, like, the Chaos in the Island allowed it to happen, was it the Chaos Emeralds being nearby? This stuff is at least somewhat explicit. But also, I have to also consider, let's see, 1, Eggman, 2, Death Egg Eggman, 3, Death Egg Mark II, no, not Death Egg Mark II, Death Egg The Second Coming, Death Egg 1, Chaotix, Ancient Island with Chaos Rings, Master Emerald's powers, edit again, that's what that is. CD, Little Planet's just kind of a phenomena that happens, and the Time Stones are a thing that's there. It's mostly just making Eggman not do the thing. Mania? Phantom Ruby does give us some questions, but it's at least, like, you can shove it aside because it doesn't have that many implications aside from horses. Don't worry about it. And now we're on Superstars. This is the first actual matter of like a supernatural creature being the final boss in a class. This is the first time it's happened in any classic Sonic game. Yes. Wait, I mean, it becomes a staple after a couple more. We got Sonic 4 and a couple Advance, and then we hit Adventure and it becomes a staple. But I don't know, it's confusing. The rest of them explain it. I kinda don't get it. Like, I guess I get it. When I don't think about it too hard, it's like, sure, whatever, there was a dragon. But that's not the point of me doing these streams. The point is breaking this stuff down and creating fun narrative out of it. I wish there was a way to speed this up. Because, you know what? We're like halfway through the credits, and I've gotten like so many coins from that. It doesn't matter. Oh, it doesn't matter. Resist. Lower resist. Thank you for Sonic CD2. Bridge Island Zone doesn't look that close to the mainland, but Speed Jungle is there, and then they go into the sky. I don't really know how to take it. Did I unlock anything else, or is it just that happened? That sure happened. I'm gonna fight BattleBot while I try to. I just want to show you guys Mamie, honestly. But if we go with that headcanon I started with, or here's Mamie. Kind of. I would need to. I don't know, can I just start a battle? It's just quick play. I'm gonna fight some real people. If we go with that headcanon that Sonic and Tails have started researching different areas to find out how they relate to what Eggman has already discovered, so they can try to like follow him out. That actually works as an explanation for why we find an area that's very familiar to parts of South Island and West Side Island. And I had to allow this through my firewall. I guess it's a 1v1 and then computer players. Sure. That's how many people are playing right now. That would make sense why Sonic and Tails were able to track down Eggman to, what is it? Yeah, that area in Sonic 4 Episode 1. Even though it doesn't really have any, relevance to anything aside from the thing. Get it. Mamie for the win! Discount Mamie! Woo! Get him! I'm pretty sure if I die, I lose my entire score. Oh, there are Mecha Tails. Well, they kept theirs. I don't know. I think more importantly than that, like, this'll determine going forward what they're gonna do with Sonic, classic Sonic games, but they're probably gonna keep making at least one or two more that are gonna happen before Sonic 4. This is probably showing us what's coming and how they're gonna approach it. And I hope they do in a way, like, I would love to see Trip show up in modern Sonic, but I would also love to see Mighty and Ray show up in modern Sonic. So, who's the fool now? What is this? Star Collection. But yeah, most importantly about that whole thing, that might explain why they found their way to the Mystic Ruins eventually. That place that seemed to be like they wanted it to be, possibly in early development, South Island and West Side Island. But it turned out that was not the case. Because that place is extremely related to Angel Island, and sort of ends up being the basis for where the next good amount of things start happening in the series. So, who can say? That is... I definitely have to put this on the chronological list, so... That's five videos from now. Alright, a genuine race. What is this? Manuel's robot. I don't understand. I guess they just got the tails and some colors. It's hard to get some coins if you don't know how to. Doing my beat the game run through without any emeralds, I actually got a ton just because I would not stop doing the I wouldn't stop doing the bonus stages. Which is surprising because I think the way I got most of mine... Oh, they changed the blue! Why did they change the blue? I think the way I got most of mine in my on-stream playthrough was actually, and even my first one, was by doing the special stages again. Nice. I think I'm winning. Maybe. Possibly. The results are in. And like this mecha core thing, just like, I think that's actually, when you come down to it, my biggest problem with this story. It's not that there's a dragon. It's not that there's a mecha core. It's not that there's weird time shenanigans going on. It's that they're all in the same thing and don't seem to have any connection to each other. It's just like Eggman started doing something, decided I'm going to do something else, and then a third thing happened as a result that he was looking for, but he wasn't involved in? Maybe? I can't tell? I can't tell. I think that's where I have to leave it. It's just like, this story sure did happen, and we got one of my new favorite characters out of it, even though she got sort of cheated on her story. Do I have any... No, I don't have any backgrounds. But I guess that's all for this. And that means this isn't the newest Sonic game anymore as of this past week. That now goes to Sonic Dream Team, which is exclusive for the Apple Arcade, and I have not owned an Apple product in my life. So... maybe someday, but for now I'm actually out of Sonic games. Like, aside from the redos that I have planned for the next couple weeks, I'm just out of Sonic games to share with you. I've had starting soon on this entire time. I hate this, I hate it here. Streaming was a mistake. I'm so bad at it. That's all for today and for a while. Kinda. I'm gonna go work on Sonic Unleashed and my speedruns. Bye.